Will Brown will be driving for Triple Eight in 2024 in a move that looks almost all set and done. Everything except for the announcement, basically. Just released by V8 Sleuth, Brown set for a shock Triple Eight switch, which, given his championship standings currently with Erebus, yeah, it is a shock. He's jumping ship to his title rivals. So Erebus Motorsport star Will Brown will replace Shane Van Gisbergen at Triple Eight. Obviously, it's a shock, silly season development. Everybody is expecting Shane Van Gisbergen to leave at the end of this year for NASCAR in 2024. I don't think anybody would be surprised by that. In fact, he's even mentioned it himself. Jamie Whincup just needs to know whether they're going to change for a driver next year or whether they're going to keep him next year and then he go at 2025. But it does seem like he wants to go next year. So Van Gisbergen wanted to indicate that Triple Eight weren't left sort of in the dark and they weren't left fighting for a driver who won't fill their spot quite well, given that he is contractually tied to them through 2024. So if he's leaving, Van Gisbergen wanted a driver who would sort of, would be there or thereabouts on his level, or at least providing the team with sort of two lead drivers, sort of in the same way that they have been for the past decade and a half. But yeah, this is quite a shock, as Will Brown has not been sort of one of the drivers mentioned. I can't think of a single article that sort of named him as a driver. It's always been sort of Cam Waters, it's been Chaz Mostert, it's been, there's been a variety of drivers who've been listed as a potential replacement, and Will Brown has sort of not been on any of those lists. But this is the important line. The V8 Sleuth understands the deal is done for Brown to make a stunning switch from the current form team to the powerhouse of the past 15 years. That's, obviously that's insider information, but that's huge. That's a huge switch, especially given, I think Brown's still in contract. Yeah, there was no indication before that Triple Eight or Will Brown has taken this step in that instance, This just shakes it up. I expect, if everything in this article is true, and Will Brown is headed there next year, this is going to be a big move, and we're likely to see a good run of Will Brown versus Broc Feeney versus potentially other teams and other drivers for the championship. But this is a great move for Will, a great move for Triple Eight if Shane Van Gisbergen is off to NASCAR. Obviously, it's all but confirmed that he's racing in NASCAR next year. He's had so many offers. He's had so many good offers as well. And he's made it known that he wants to drive there. They just need to find a replacement for him. And if Brown's a replacement, this is as good as a Shane Van Gisbergen exit announcement as well. So it's a two birds, one stone situation in my eyes. Just thought I'd quickly sort of update you with that one. Obviously, it's only just broken out. Literally, I think probably in the past, hour that it's come about. I can't seem to find a date here. I could only find the date, but geez, this is huge. Will Brown to replace Shane Van Gisbergen. Obviously, that also comes off the back of a shock switch that's seemingly going to be David Reynolds off to Team 18 to replace Scott Pye. Obviously, Davey's still got a bit of speed in him. He's doing well at Grove, but I think just a few bits of misfortune have really hampered his season. He could be doing a lot better if it wasn't for that. Team 18, quite a nice move. They're on the up and up. They've been sort of getting there. They got their first win this year, so it's quite nice to see how they're going. But yeah, I think this is probably the biggest move of the season if it's all true. Obviously, you can't put too much faith in this. You can't say it's a done deal, but V8 Sleuth understanding that a deal is done is a 99% guarantee, Just thought I'd update you guys on that. Obviously, we've also got the potential for Brody Kostecki to leave to NASCAR if things go right for him. I don't think it will be at the end of this season. I doubt it will be. It'll probably be at the end of next season if he goes, and he'd probably also do something like the Xfinity series beforehand. But yeah, this is huge. It's also a big for Erebus. It's going to be sort of a scramble to find another driver for them. Whether they'll go for somebody like Waters or Mostert themselves, or whether they'll go for one of their junior drivers, or maybe even one of the drivers who sort of is tossing around in development and they're not a rookie. For example, the likes of, I've forgotten their names. For example, the likes of Zane Goddard, Gary Jacobson, those sorts of drivers who, they've proven that they can do all right in supercars, and they're not really, they haven't been given the best shot recently. But yeah, that's huge. Anyway, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, please do consider subscribing, as I will keep putting out videos. I've got a new one coming out tomorrow, so that should be exciting. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you. Goodbye.